Hey there, it's Matt, a Technovangelist, and it is time for day 2 of the vlogging experiment. So today is still May 4th, 2018. I recorded my first experiment this morning. I was kind of rushing out the door and the day has ended, and I am recording the second of the vlogging experiments. This time I'm actually doing it from work. I ended the day, everybody's gone, so I feel like I can talk to a camera like a fool and do my second experiment at a vlog. So what did I learn today? What did I do today? What was special? Well, I did a lot more work on the learning site. It's this project that I've been working on for a long time and put a lot more work into it. And one of the things I wanted to talk about here is, how do we track this information? How do we track what we're doing? So I'm doing a lot of work to build out this training platform as well as a first training course. And there are a number of people who are going through the course and letting me know what their comments are. Now, the first couple of reviews I got were just in a Google Doc. Here's this thing, here's this thing, here's this thing. It didn't take long before that was not very, well, it was very hard to be actionable. And so recently we switched over to using what are sometimes referred to as epics in Trello. So we use Trello a lot here. And an epic card basically is, you can do a search for epic cards in Trello, and there's some plugins that make it a little easier, but essentially it's a card with a list of other things that you're going to do, and those other things are other cards. And those cards could have lists of other cards, and so it could potentially be a really deep tree of things that you need to do. And when one of those things is done, well, that task is done in your epic card. So we use Trello a lot. Maybe there's a better tool for this specific thing, but that would mean we'd have to use a second tool. And we're already using Trello, so let's stick with the tools that we're using. So I spent a bit of time setting up the epic cards for my project, and so that was one of the things I worked on, as well as doing a number of the tasks that I had put into that Trello card. So checking off a few checkboxes. It's always great if you can have a list and check off those checkboxes. It's really quite satisfying. So that was one of the big things that I really spent a lot of time on today. And one of the things outside of work that I do is I see a personal trainer a few days a week. And with this personal trainer today, we started with boxing. I've never hit anyone. I've never thought about boxing. I've never thought it would be fun. It is totally awkward. It is very uncomfortable, especially since it's the first time I've ever done it. You know, getting into the right stance, remembering to keep my hands up. Of course, I've got gloves on, which get really, really hot, but getting them on and doing the actions, and it was extremely awkward. It's just hard. It's using all the different things that me and my personal trainer, Chris, over at BSC in Downtown Crossing, it really works on all the things that we've been working on for months and months and months. And you're working on them all at the same time. So, you know, as you're moving around, you feel it everywhere. It was exhausting. Often I come back from the gym pretty sweaty, but this time I was absolutely drenched. So it was very uncomfortable, very difficult, very weird to do. I was totally out of my comfort zone, and I loved it. It was so much fun. It was not so much fun right when I was doing it. It was exhausting, but after it was done, I was really pumped. I was really excited. So that's one of the big things I did today. But the big thing for work-related stuff is working on those epic cards and working on all the different cards, making sure they're in one place. The biggest problem with having a Google Doc with a list of all your comments is that it's great for a conversation between me and the person who wrote that document. But if everybody else on my team, as well as throughout the company, want to see what's going on and what are the kind of things that I'm working on for this training platform, it's really hard to see that when it's in 5 or 6 different Google Docs. And having it in a Trello board and seeing, okay, here's all the things, and maybe even prioritize which things need to get done first, it makes it easier to visualize for everyone. And especially for me, if it's in a Google Doc and there's the item and maybe a screenshot or a link to a screenshot, and then there's a conversation. You write a comment, and then other people comment on the comment, and it goes on and on and on. And in order to figure out what do I need to do next, I have to basically reread every comment and the whole discussion, and that's not a lot of fun. I have to do the same thing over and over and again. And so by moving up to these Trello cards, it makes it a lot more efficient and a lot more satisfying. Again, because of those checkboxes, I can check it off. It's like, yeah, I know what I did, and I've done it. So I think those are the big things that got done today. I was pretty excited, and so this is essentially day 2 of the vlogging experiment. I posted the video earlier today, and I actually saw that one person watched it. I have not shared the fact that I posted this thing, but one person has seen it. So that's pretty weird to think that somebody's watching this. And I think after I get a few of these, let's see if I can keep it up for a week, posting every day, and see if that actually works. Maybe this time next week I start sharing with other people, hey, I posted today's vlog, and see how that goes. Yeah, that's my plan. Okay, well, thanks so much for watching. Again, if you reached the end of day 2 of this vlog and you're still watching, send me a tweet. I will be so excited to see this tweet that you got to the end of this video. Okay, well, thanks so much. Bye.